this is the first part of the lens, and this is the part that is going to move. So remember, so I said we could either have a lens that twists to focus, or one that you focus by pushing or pulling, and what that does is change the distance between the piece of glass or plastic, so the element, so the piece of glass or plastic, it changes that distance between the sensor and the camera that allows us to record the picture and the outside of the lens. Okay. The next thing we have is this. This is called a lens adapter. I have lots of these. If you've been in my lesson or spoken to me about cameras, you'll know I use a lot of old vintage lenses. These allow me to attach older lenses to more modern cameras. Okay, so I'll show you how this attaches very quickly. Take that lens off. We match up this red dot with the red dot on there. Just click. Okay, and we now have a nice, strong and secure attachment or base, which we can then use to mount or attach the rest of the lens that we're making there. I haven't put the glass lens in here yet. At the moment it's just a piece of copper pipe. I'm aware of that. So the way that this lens, this is what it will look like. The way this is going to work is as I twist this, you can see that moving forwards and back very slowly. That's going to allow us to push this lens in and out. Okay, so as I twist that, the lens will move ever so slightly in and out. Not a lot, but enough to help us get the lens in focus. Okay. The other thing I haven't yet done is added any glass elements into here. Again, I'm wondering if I can perhaps change the glass elements so that I can alter the zoom or change the focal length or the type of lens that this is. Okay, so maybe different pieces of glass will help me get better close-up shots, or create a zoom function or telephoto function, so I can kind of make things in the distance, like a cat or a dog, appear much nearer by zooming in. So that's something I want to experiment with this part here. So what we're going to do now, we're going to improve this lens. We're going to finish it off. So we can get rid of some of the things that I don't need. So I don't need this at all. I don't need the other, remember I said this was a pair of binoculars? Okay, I don't need that one either, so that one can go. That's a piece of paper with some tape, but we don't need that anymore. Here's one of the lenses. Here's some other lenses, I'll show you them in a minute. We probably don't need another one of them. Obviously we pulled apart this lovely torch, which was really helpful. The torch does still work, I think. Okay, you just have to stick a paintbrush in the end, okay? But it's not ruined. You just have to be more open-minded when needing light. We need that. This was another thing I used in the model that I tested last night, so I think I attached that to the front of the camera and then this behind it just to block any light coming in through these holes here. You can just about see the gaps. Okay, we don't need any of that because I've replaced it with the copper pipe and pieces of metal that I have here. This is another lens I got very excited about finding. Very small. You can kind of see things through it. But again, it's probably not that useful, so I'm going to put it in the maybe pile, which is over here. We might need that. By the way, I'm not making this up as I go along. There is a plan. That's the plan. As you can see, at the moment we're on step 2. So it's a good plan, but what I might do is redraw it for you so that you understand what is going on, because otherwise you're probably going to be like, what is this crazy person doing? But all of this, everything I've done, the whole lot, has been a complete waste of time because I don't have a biconvex lens, and without a biconvex lens I'm not really going to get anywhere. I'm not going to be able to improve the quality of my images. Now you all know, obviously, because you pay attention in your science lessons, you all know that a biconvex lens is going to look something a bit like this. However, I don't have one like that. All I have is two lenses that each look like that. I don't have one which curves on both sides. Or do I? The two curves inside of these meniscus lenses mean there are millimeters of space between the two pieces of glass, but we can erase that space if we fill it with some water. Watch this. Now we have what we need.
Mr. Solomon, welcome to his class. Today you're going to learn some photography, not economic geography. Take a seat. Make sure your work is not incomplete. Before you go in class, make sure your shoes are neat. just like Mr. Solomon's feet.